And we are live on the YouTube. How we doing, everybody? Um, Dang, it's been a long time. Let me go ahead and turn my phone off real fast. Turn off the volume. I want to have your attention. So before I get into any type of what we're going to be talking about tonight, just how's everybody doing? You know, how's everybody doing? We got Sonic Falcon live, doing great, and has a new editor. Good. I love seeing I love seeing people get new editors. I love seeing people get editors. Some people don't utilize their editors or don't utilize them in any capacity, and then well, the shit don't work. So I'm glad that you were able to get that going for you. So where do I want to start off at? So since the last time I was on live, how long ago was that? I want to say that was like March, April, whenever. So ever since then, it's now June. It's now summer. Well, not summer on the calendar, but it's summer vacation for me, so it counts for summer. So since we've last spoke on the live here on YouTube, a lot of things have happened with Crystal, with there's a lot of stuff, and today I'm gonna talk about a few of some of it. I'll go into detail on maybe one or two things, but not all of them, and then we'll talk about Braveheart Exile. So, if anybody remembers, that I've said this for 3 years straight, but I came into the comic game as a writer due to me writing on a video game in the past, and that video game has been since canned, and that studio has been shut down. So I have been trying to get back into the video game scape for a very long time, and I just didn't know how to do it. So I decided to kind of learn a little bit of coding. Not is it doesn't count for coding if you're using a program that is made just for making games, but and you're just kind of pick and play or whatever. Garth's in the house. So damn, where was I at? Garth just got me off topic here. So I was essentially learning to be a programmer and a writer at the same time. And in me doing so, I joined a group of people who make video games, like they make indie games, and everybody plays a part. So as I'm in this group, I'm trying to push this game that I'm trying to have made, because I kind of wrote it. I wrote the narrative for it, and there was a guy that was like, you don't need to write the game and make the game if you're not a programmer. We could do it. And I was like, oh, bet. Let's talk about it. So needless to say, the only thing that I will say that I am currently on a very small video game team. We are working on this particular, it's an RPG. It's a pixel RPG. It's in the 32-bit. No, actually, I think it's 64-bit. It's like a Super Nintendo era RPG game that I felt that just worked out, and that's kind of what we're doing. So that something will come out of it in the next year or so, depending on, because this is such a low, not a low effort, but it's such a slow. Everybody's working on their parts of the game as time goes on. So it's not as fast, and that's okay. But needless to say, tonight I will announce that I am back into writing for video games again, and I've been doing this for the past 2 months. So this is great. This is awesome. Very, very happy that we got to this part. So shout outs to this group of people. Shout outs to this group that had put us together. and I hope to have some type of demo in the next like I said, the next year or so. I'm not in charge of where it goes. I've essentially given this story, this game, to these guys, and I basically had just said, "Hey, if I could just give you the bones, can you just put everything together?" And so that's where we're at. So, for everybody who just popped in, I just announced that I'm back to writing indie video games on the side. Not as quick as writing for comics. It's a very long process. So you will probably see something in the next year and a half, 2 years, however long it takes. But that's awesome. So what else was there to talk about? This year, Crystal Link this year. I got notes right here. So we have, of course, this year has already started off. We got Jazz 3, which has already been campaign's already been finished. Everybody who has the book, and they've all told me about it and yada yada. So that's out. Braveheart is right now on the campaign. This is what we're here for tonight. And then right after Braveheart, not right after, but after Braveheart, we start the promo, not the campaign, but the promo for our next book. And Ash is not on Braveheart. If I've said it like 800 times. Braveheart is done by a different artist who I'll talk about him in a minute. But so while I'm doing Braveheart on the side, Ash and I are doing a whole different story, and it's supposed to be a bigger scale story with a whole different audience in mind and a whole different promo rollout. This is my first time actually handling a book in a much more professional way. So you're going to see a lot of care. Essentially, it's a bigger book. It's a much bigger, longer book. This is not in any way going to get sexual, but it just did. So, but no, I'm going to leave that one vague and blank because I don't want to say what it is yet until we start getting more stuff finished for it. But just know that right after Braveheart's done, I have to go back full time into this next thing. But I will say with all confidence that this story and this book and the merchandise attached to it and the audience retention to it and everything is gonna be like spectacular. It might be the best book I have made or have written. I didn't make it, but I have written, given the scope of everything. So that's all just words until the shit comes out. So all I can give you is just words. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing just that. Sonic says, seriously? Every time I have a moment to kind of sit down and think, I have things moving, but I feel like he said better than Jazz. I hope you know that I've written things better than Jazz. And they've already been out. Okay, so hold on. So SteamYard changed up too much shit. So I don't know. How am I supposed to? I want to share my screen, but I want to share. Here we go. Okay, I found it. So let's talk about what we're here for. We're not here to hear lip service. We're here to talk about Braveheart Exile. It is the God damn. I wish I had two windows. I need two windows. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna split this tab up so that way I can see the chat and then still talk. Okay, so right here, right in front of you, is Braveheart Exile, which is a cyberpunk western. It's currently live on Kickstarter right now. It's past the goal, so if you pledge for it, you get the book. It's already funded. So at this point, you're just getting in just to get it. But I've had this story. We were working on this story for about. I think I had this in my drafts for like 3 months, and I wrote it initially. It was supposed to be something tied to the Jazzverse, but then I was like, I don't really want to do that anymore. So I met this guy on I don't know where, Reddit or Instagram, but like I met him and we were talking and I saw his artwork and I was like, you know what? I got something in my files I want you to go check out. Like, and I wasn't going to give it to him because of his art style. It was like I wanted to kind of see what he thought about this genre. And he read the script and was like, okay, I'll do it. And I was like, whoa. I didn't give it to you for you to go do it. I only gave it to you just to kind of see if you want, like give me some pointers on it because he works on things like this. And he was like, no, this is a very good story. So we kind of start talking more. And his name was JJ. And like he just went to town. So this story is essentially a whodunit mystery. I know it says cyberpunk western. It's all that, but it's a short mystery comic. It was heralded as a one shot. Excuse me. But I feel like if we get some traction on it, I'll actually go back and finish it. So we'll see. We will see. I'm seeing. Oh, you guys are backing. We got some pledges coming in as I'm talking. Where is that at? Thank you. So now we are over the 1,000 in 2 days mark. I appreciate everybody who just now showed up and was like, I gotta have that. I do appreciate that. Thank you. So this is a very short Kickstarter. It's only 20 days. So we're in day 2. So 18 more days. Definitely cop. It's a great story. This is the first comic that, well, I can't say first comic. This actually is like the second comic, but this is the first comic that I am pushing out into the public that is fully colored. It's in a different format than what like I normally do. So this is like a brand new thing for me. The very first comic that I did that was in color was of course TNT Super Sisters, which was about my kids and my family. So but that one I don't sell. So that one doesn't count to me. Some people will think it counts, but it doesn't count to me. Yeah, so hold on, what's this? How many pages will this be? It is a 24 page full color. It's got all the bells and whistles. Actually, depending on I think it might be more than 24 pages now that I think about it. It depends because like I have to play with the printing nowadays. So I might have to add more pages to it, but as of right now, it is 24 pages. If there's more than 24 pages, I apologize. I have to play with the page number to get certain things to print out and yada yada. And that's not on me. That's on whoever I choose to go print with and their rules and guidelines for it. So, but anyway, so I'll read this to you. Let's follow along. Bounty hunted and tired, Zara Vermillion will have to walk into hell to get revenge. Zara has been on the run for a crime she's been accused of, which is murdering a government official. And while attempting to lay low, she's ambushed by local bounty hunters hot on her trail. Will she be able to survive this encounter, or will it be the last? So this, in short, is a Western comic mystery, whatever words that you need to explain it. But I think I put a lot of detail into here. If you don't want to follow along and read this, it's fine. But definitely check that out. Right here. So it's 24 pages, cinematic full color comic about identity, trust, and survival in a world where justice is a moving target. From the mind that brought you Jazz, Dream Match Revolution, and Good Blood Money. If you like any of those 3 books, you're in good hands. Simply, I don't know how to really explain it, but let's see here. So Braveheart Exile takes inspiration from Trigun, Westworld, and Fallout New Vegas. So I had a couple people that were confused. They were confused on what these were, which I found kind of funny because it was like self-explanatory. But if you've played Fallout New Vegas, that's essentially a cyberpunk western. It's less cyberpunk than I want to admit for it, but if you've seen Trigun is of course in that same kind of category. Matter of fact, Trigun plays a big role in Braveheart Exile, which I'll go down the page and we'll go over it. There's Westworld. If you've seen Westworld, it's essentially a western that has a cybernetic approach to it. And so that's what is in. Matter of fact, is that in one of the pages up here? Yeah. So even here, where they're having this convo at the bar, and this guy's being kind of a butthead about the cyborgs that inhabit the bar, and the bartender's kind of like, hey, these metalheads are paying customers who can hear you. You know, while he's talking all that mess. So let's go down. Previews. I am in love with the coloring on this. This man is great at the coloring. 100%. If we don't do another one of these, which I feel like we are, but if we don't do another one of these, I might ask him if he wants to do a whole other thing. It is what it is. If you have been on my campaign pages for a long time, you'll notice that I like to hire people that I have had back and forth. So this is Lemon. Lemon did the Braveheart Exile cover. This by far, like, everybody's whole thing about doing like anime tribute covers is that they always do the Akira bike slide or the Akira anime cover with him walking back to the bike. And it's been like overdone so many times. And I can tell you right now, there's not that many people that are doing that have actually seen Akira. It's just something that's just cultural. And so there is a bike in this story, yes. And I thought about doing it, but then I was like, well, wait a minute. Why don't I just do like a Trigun cover? Because fuck, Trigun's fucking cooler than Akira. I mean, it should be more impactful. Now, mind you, it's not, but it should be. And so I took that inspiration. I was trying to like put focus on her arm, which if you haven't noticed, she has a cybernetic arm attachment right here, which is not just for cosmetic. There's a reason for that. Matter of fact, there's a reason for that and her custom revolver, which, by the way, I did not say in my synopsis. The man that she is accused of killing was killed by her revolver, by her gun. She didn't do it, but somehow it happened with her weapon. And so she has a long uphill battle with that. And that's what I hope to tell more of the story of. So yeah, there's the Trigun cover. Limited quantities. I have it up for 30 quantities of this. There is a way to get around it, but you're gonna have to buy the other I can't think of it right now. The other tier. So stickers are back. You guys love the stickers. Merchandise is just a genius move. I never really put any kind of thought into, and so in this campaign, I did the patented panel sticker because this is one of my favorite panels right here. Excuse me. And I wanted to kind of immortalize that as a sticker. And so that's also a sticker now. I got the Braveheart revolver blueprint done by the same person who did this cover. So he had a chance to do both of these. I'm glad that he did both of these. And then of course there's the logo, which the logo is just fucking great. I might get that on like a shirt. At some point, I'm gonna start wearing like more logos of my stuff because I think I only have a jazz one and a crystal one. I need to go get one for Dream Match for later on this year and early next year for this rustic event that I have to go to. Um, so of course, add-ons. If you are new to the campaign and let's say you don't want to get just Braveheart Exile. Maybe you want to go get another comic. Well, here you go. Here's Dream Match Revolutions right here. Good Blood Money is also right here. Of course, if you want to read Jazz Zero for free, there it is right here. There's the link. It goes right to the Global Comics page. I recently went back through Global Comics and redid everything so that now you don't have to like jump around to read Jazz if you're paying for it on the website. Because for like 2 years straight, I didn't think that if you don't put your books like together in like a bundle, people would still be able to find your book. It wasn't until like late last year, early this year, people would like go on my Global Comics and they would read something and then they'd be like, hey, this is pretty cool, but like where's Jazz 1? And I'd be like, it's right there. Like how did you miss Jazz 1? It's right there. It's right. And then over time people would like keep doing it. And I was like, oh shit, I might need to go back and put Jazz itself, like put Jazz 0, 1, and 2 under itself to make it one big thing. So that's what we did. And I don't know if that works because I'm not really focused on Global Comics right now. Pretty soon I'm going to be off the website. I don't find much joy in it. There's no real outreach going forward on there. But yeah, so you can read Jazz 0, then there's Jazz 1, and then there's 2, and then hot off of the campaign, there's 3. And then of course you can get all the old stickers from the Jazz 3 campaign. So because I feel like people like these a lot. I'll tell you right now where to go. This was a top sticker seller. Most of the money that I made last year or last campaign for as low as this thing costs, a lot of people put this in their cart. One guy bought 10 of these stickers. And he came back on this campaign here and bought 10 more. So he just can't get enough of it. I find that kind of hilarious. So there you go. There's the meat, there's the artist, and then there is the lemon. And so that's it's all on the campaign page. But no, just trying something new. This campaign is actually more of a trial run of a much newer format that we're trying to not even test out, just kind of like run next year, or not next year, next campaign. And I'm trying to ease people into getting more getting a much different product going forward. And I feel like this one did okay. So like I said, in 2 days, there's a K right here on the screen. I'm excited. This is great. I'm happy to hit this in just 2 days. I appreciate everybody that has, of course, has bought any and all books that I've ever wrote and put out. And I'm just happy that it's here. So I am going to open up to a Q&A if you guys have questions. If you don't have questions, I will go right back to what I was doing. I just figured that I needed to kind of do a small update. Also, if you have noticed on my YouTube, which not many people have, I've started to kind of like put more content under my shorts because I'm not bothered. What in the hell? I'm not bothering with TikTok right now. It's doing too much AI stuff. So I'm gonna go to YouTube where there's also AI stuff. The whole website's fucking AI, but at least it's bigger, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them in the comments right now. I'll wait a little bit. But if you guys don't have them, or just tell me that you don't have them, so I don't have to wait long. And then I will go ahead and go from here. I got some things to go pick up. I have to go do another update. There are some people that have not gotten their books yet from Jazz 3. I'm waiting on another shipment because I ran out of Dream Match. So once I get Dream Match in, that's when I will finish up all of Jazz 3's campaign. But a big number of people did get their Jazz 3s already, which is pretty cool. So just waiting on Dream Match. Dream Match is a big seller. So that lets me know that like my post campaign numbers for Dream Match 2 is gonna be big, so to speak. But if you guys don't have anything to say, I will go ahead and dip. It was nice talking to you guys. I hope to see you guys again for our next book, which, if I'm going to say a date, I think the next campaign might not even be this year. I think I might just be chill until, I don't know, next year. I don't know. It's in the air. It depends on how we work. But you guys go ahead and take it easy. My phone's going off. Why am I getting blown up so much? Here we go. I do have a question. What location will we see in Braveheart? I mean, I could say the names of them, but it won't make a lick of it. Oh, it's a desert, and so in the first book they're in like a desert area saloon, and then they go into a city supposedly in like the next book. All of the locations, like this is not a long form story. So, but all of the locations would be in like cityscape and like desert dive bars and shit like that. I'm not hitting the Cyberpunk 2077 style thing. If anything, I took in a lot of inspiration from Trigun. So I just like Trigun. So if you've seen Trigun and you understand Trigun, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not trying to go crazy ass locations. There's no like corporation corpo battle. It's just a woman who's trying to clear her name. And while she's trying to clear her name, she's becoming more and more institutionalized. So she's becoming more and more like, maybe I am a criminal. Because what I put on here as well is that she has a crime family, or sorry, she comes from a crime family. So it's kind of like people just like automatically assume that she's like she has done this crime. So over time, she kind of feels like she's looking for vindication to even do a further crime, because it's like there's no point in me trying to claim myself as innocent in a system that's already against me. But yeah, no, that's mainly it. But I'm gonna go ahead. As I said, I appreciate you guys coming out here. If you, like I said, if you want to back the book, I put the book link in the description of the video. So right below this video, right here, right now, you can go and get the book. For the duration of this campaign, I don't do late pledges. I don't do any of that kind of shit. I like literally, I will just sell it to you out of my house. I don't need Kickstarter to get involved anymore. At that point, so yeah, just thank you, and you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and restart my laptop because apparently I have an update. Hope it doesn't break it. All right, peace.